Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Trace. Today's video I'm just going to be cleaning up. You know what? I have this song stuck in my head. You know that song Started from the Bottom by Drake? I just keep saying it and my son is like, Mom! I'm like George in that episode of Seinfeld.
Pipe down, chorus boy.
At this point, anything's better than watching the news. Okay, so I'm going to start with this drawer right here. Why is there curling? Oh, yeah. Oh, I bought a new curling iron because I used to have long hair and I was using, wait, let me show you. This big pink one because it would make nice big curls in my long hair. But once I cut my hair just below shoulder length, it just looked weird. So this is by Hot Tools. It's a 1-inch barrel, the Hot Tools ceramic tourmaline curling iron. It's purple. It's really good though. Okay, back to work. I got 2 more of the by Allegory makeup organizers. These are really sturdy. So now I gotta try to get this stuff into here. Have you guys seen Six Underground? It's on Netflix. It's so good. It's nonstop action. Whoa. 2 really nice blush from ColourPop. The one on the left is I Need Space. The one on the right is My Sun and Stars. I love these shades. A little bit of a shine to them and they really last pretty well on the skin. So this is the Nars Wanted mini palette. I got this one for travel. Wow, these are full already and there's still so much in here. And Tarte Parcave Princess Chisel Palette. I wanted this one when it came out. I wanted it for so long. We finally got it in BoxyCharm. I never use it, but it's not because it's not nice. It smells good. It's nice. The shades are nice. I'm going to put it somewhere where it's right in front of my face. And these are so you don't have to wipe your brushes on your pants, which I never do. And this is the Becca Chrissy Teigen palette. I think they're still available. It's so pretty. And another face palette by Becca, the Chloe, and Malika. This is the Chloe one. I've used these so much, they just don't go down. Has anyone panned these? And this is the Malika one. People used to say the light one and the dark one, but I think it's the warm one and the cool tone one. I like this one. I've used it a lot. I know, it looks brand new.
This is the Tarte Toasted palette. I love wearing it in the fall.
What are you doing? Get out of here. That was my son. How does he know I like wearing it in the fall?
You say it in every video.
Well, this is a collection video. No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I probably do. Oh. And this is the Nars Narcissus blush palette. They have more recent ones that were released, but I like this one because it's nice and light. I wish I had more ColourPop. This is Sweet Talk. And this is, I don't remember. Tell me in the comments. And this is Dream Street by Kathleen Lights. And this is the Zodiac palette. And this is the All That palette. I really want the Going Coconuts and the Bare Necessities palettes, but they're not shipping right now. This is the MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour palette. I really love this palette. The powders are really so nice and soft and blurring and finely milled, but I usually reach for cream, but otherwise I really do love it. And this was from the Nordstrom sale a couple years back. It's the Bobbi Brown something. The shades are nice, but they're just all purple. They all seem so, look at the filth. Ew. I should have named this video Look at the Filth. But it's a nice palette. It's great. I mean, you have everything you need. And the highlighter on the top right. Nice palette. I should use it more. And this is the Nars Skin Deep palette. I do love it. I use it as much as I can, but it's really dark. This one's not available anymore. This is the Aspen Ovard palette. She's a YouTuber. It's such a nice light palette if you're fair-skinned. I might have 1 or 2 of the Nude Sticks products, so I'm not going to talk about them today since my last video was all about Nude Sticks. This is one of the older Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. It's not available anymore. This is the newest one that came out during the holidays. Charlotte Tilbury Gorgeous Glowing Beauty Instant Look in a palette. I love this one. I know I'm zipping through these really fast because I've talked about all of them so many times. It's the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This is one of my most loved, most used palettes ever, and the quality is just so good. And I know they released a new one, but it has a perfume fragrance that just gives me a headache. This has to be expired. I don't want to know.
No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm an independent woman.
And the I Love eyeshadows from Sephora, they're on sale right now. They were already inexpensive. They're outstanding quality. Did you guys watch Extraction on Netflix? It starts off, it's a real snoozer, but it picks up and it's just non-stop action. These are two of the Cover FX setting sprays, and here you can see one is mattifying and one is dewy. I choose one depending how my look turned out. And of course, MAC's Fix Plus, a classic. This one, I don't think they have it anymore. It's a mattifying one by Milk. And of course the Milani Make It Last and the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. If my skin's really dry, I spray just a bit before makeup and a little bit after. It's pretty dewy.
Hey, guess what? You didn't even know, you know what it is it?
Okay, that's it for this drawer. Let's move on. And this is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette. I really do love this palette. It was so stressful finally getting my hands on it because it was available, then it wasn't, then it was. I did a whole video on this palette. If I start linking everything below, it's going to be every video I've ever done. And the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. I really like this palette. I think it's good if you're in a rush and you need a wearable everyday look. It gets you out the door quickly. Nice quality. And the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. I know it looks brand new. I haven't used it very much, but when I do use it, I do enjoy it. I think it's really good quality. I don't really enjoy the smell though. It kind of smells like Play-Doh to me. I did a whole video on this one too. It's the By Terry Paris by Light palette. There's also a Paris by Night palette. There's no fallout. When you use these shimmer shades, there's no fallout. It's amazing. And I recently picked up the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. This one came out 2 years ago and then it was gone and they just brought it back. I didn't wait for the Sephora sale and these have sold out already on Sephora. People have been asking me, aren't they too pigmented for pale skin? In my opinion, no, they're absolutely perfect for pale skin. They might not be dark enough for dark skin even. Someone was upset in the comments because they bought this one, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, thinking that it was the metallic one. These are just slightly glowy finishing powders. And the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Quad that just came out for the holidays, I'm really enjoying this one. I think it's really good quality. I love the shades. I did a whole video on this one too. And the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette, I absolutely love this palette. Have you guys heard that Charlotte Tilbury is up for sale? I'm pretty nervous about this. I'm very nervous about it. And this is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I just got this recently. I am loving this palette. I think it's such good quality. Was it expensive? Yeah, a little bit. And next is one of the Tom Ford bronzers in the shade Terra. Make sure you get the new formula because the old formula gives you hard pants. And this is another Tom Ford palette. It's Basque in the shade 4, not available here, only in the UK. And this is a smaller one, a bronzer in the shade Gold Dust. Do I recommend these? No, they're crazy expensive. And this is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. There's one that's extremely light and one that is extremely dark, but it's very nice quality. And this is the Viseart or Visart Paris Edit palette. I don't like this palette. It's a lot more purple than I thought it would be. And when I put the shimmers on, they transfer up. I'm not impressed. And these are going to be two of the Huda Beauty Pastel Obsessions palette. This one is in the shade Rose Obsession. And this one is in the shade Lilac Obsession. I really love these two palettes, but there are problems. The mattes are dry and dusty, and the shimmers are so sharp if you rub your eyes, it's like broken glass. In my opinion, but I still think they're very pretty if you like a light wash of color, and I did a whole video on these. And now we're looking at the Tati Beauty Palette. I really love this palette. I think it's great quality. I'm so intrigued by why she called it Volume 1, so that means soon there's going to be a Volume 2. I just want to know. This is one of the highlighters from the MAC Loud and Clear collection that came out in February, and I think it's sold out everywhere. I look on MAC, I don't see it. On Sephora, they're gone, and I feel bad because I'm still getting a lot of hits on that video. But the blush, the Glow Play blush, are still available. They're not limited edition, so if you want to see that whole video to see all the blush, I'll try to remember to link it below. And the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, I really do love the quality. I love this palette. Do you wear makeup when you're not leaving the house? I don't. And this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked, the one that they re-released and added the word ghost with the clear packaging. And these are the Pat McGrath Blitz Astral Quads. This one's in the shade Iconic Illumination, and this one is in the shade Ritualistic Rose. I really do love these. I think there is nothing quite like them. A lot of fallout though. Okay, we're back to Hourglass. Hourglass Illume Sheer Color Trio. If you like cream products, these are outstanding. And they should release a darker one, especially after what Chanel pulled with their cream bronzer. Please, goodbye. This is one of the Tom Ford eyeshadow quads, Body Heat. A lot of people love this one. Meh. And this is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. It's a cream bronzer with a cream highlighter. I really do like it, but there are so many other brands that are just as nice and so much less expensive. This is one of the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in the shade Lines and Last Night, and this one is in the shade Flesh and Fantasy. Remember when these were all the rave on YouTube? By Nars, the blush Madly and the highlighter Hot Sand. They're both really nice. They go together really nicely. I'm going to try to wear them more often. And the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. You know what? Meh. I wish there had been just one neutral transition shade in the palette and one darker shade to line your eyes with. That might have been a little bit better. And the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pillow Talk Original. There's a darker one called Pillow Talk Medium. This is Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Blush in the shade Ecstasy. And this is First Love. Pillow Talk and Pillow Talk Intense. So far, I've only managed to get my hands on one of these little e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. Every time I go to Walmart, they're sold out, but I'm going to keep trying because they're really good. This one's in the shade Berry Blast. And of course, the Marc Jacobs Coconut Bronzer. Honestly, I have used this so much, I don't think anyone in the world is ever going to pan one of these. And one more, the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder. This is turning out to be my favorite powder, and I use it all over my face. And one more recommendation for Netflix. It's a series. It's called Community. I had never heard about it, but I think it's cute. I like it. It's relaxing. Maybe you can give me some recommendations of stuff you like on Netflix. I don't like anything scary or horrible, because if I want that, I'll just watch the news. Anyway, looks like I got this place under control again. It's amazing how quickly it gets messy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.
Hi, it's Whiskey. Please don't worry about stupid stuff like buying makeup right now. Just worry about staying safe. I love you guys.